opposition. Run a different track, trading secrets, specialized, unseen hits. From high-rise towers down to concrete pits. Need sharp eyes, steady hands, minds that lead. Every mission done, every warning heed. Legend stands tall, watch us on the block. Midnight oil burns, with the clocks tick-tock.
We take the outcast, broken to be betrayed. In shadow smokers' nets get repaid.
Move blood, step correct, are you ready for the test? Wanna vibe with the best, put that hustle in your chest. Smoker's cold, we don't break, bend or run. From night's first breath, till we see the sun.
If you got that fire, if you got that grit, sign your soul to the shadow, smokers legit. This ain't no game, this power movement. Show respect, show skill, that's your improvement.
Yeah, shadow smokers. That's the brand, understand. Young blood, stand up and be the hand.
Yeah, I gave you a seat at the table. You try to flip it. Now you eat off the floor. Lee John. Let's talk. Let's talk. They slid the paper on the table thinking I would fold. Trying to put a heavy price on a story never sold. Fuck the gatekeeper, loyalty is at an end. You were preaching brotherhood just so you could go pretend you claim to hold the samurai code just because of the name. But you bring the ancestors nothing but the grief and shame. You ain't got the honor and you ain't got the heavy sword, just the plastic grinding. Who went and broke his own word and the wannabe warlords. You acting loud and you bold, but you posing there for nothing. And the story is cold. And Mr. Midnight claiming that you were the contender. You stole away the credit, you were lying fake pretending. Now you streaming video games and you hiding your face. You ran away from the industry and in total disgrace. Let the money burn slow, let the ego die fast. We build a legacy that was destined to last. It's the lead jump, yeah, we stand on the concrete. Fearless leader up front, and we own the street. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn time. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn They wanted the control, yeah, they made a big mistake. We got hot box Joe, we never been for a fake. He's scrubbing out the chat and he policing the stream. Banishing the trolls and protecting the team. And send Pappy Rick keeping the socials on lock, while Michael holding down the supply and the stock. And we got Big Rob, yeah, he is back on the block. Discounts flowing heavy from inside of the shop. And Ye's a 101, yeah, he blocking out the hate. Dropping Christmas prizes, doing 7 years straight. Respect to Sherry Ash, queen guarding the gate. She slamming down the door on the envy and hate. And check the mechanic, Brandon, owning the stage. Making every lead, Jimmy turn a brand new page. Let the money burn slow, let the ego die fast. We build a legacy that was destined to last. It's the lead young, yeah, we stand on the concrete. Fearless leader of the one, yeah, we own the street. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn time. No snakes in the grass, just steel in the spine. We taking back the clock, yeah, we own the damn time. They rewrite the history with the bullshit and lies, but Val got the files, yeah, he cutting the ties. The historian is watching, he is checking the tape. Ain't no lies getting through, ain't no room for escape. And Martin in the cut, staying quiet and obscure. The world is burning down, but his vision is pure. He don't give a fuck about the drama or the noise. He is silent and heavy, staying perfectly poised. But one titan remain, he is ready to brawl. It's Raoul, the enforcer, standing 10 feet tall. He didn't need a number, he just watched for the knife. Proved his loyalty is solid for the rest of his life.
You played games, we built a machine. Exodus final lead jump, forever, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah. Just sit back. Let the smoke fill the room. No looking back now, only looking up. Project ITS. Yeah, let's go. They said it couldn't happen, said the dream was done. But shadows is the place where the battles are won.
We took a rough diamond and we polished the stone. Now we sitting on the top of the throne. Look at the ash, look at the burn, razor sharp on the line. We took the reconstruction and we made it shine. It ain't just tobacco rolling inside of the band. It's the story of survival that we holding in hand. Project IT.
Hey guys, Tony Soy Sass, and welcome to today's Smokers Panel Live. A little late today. Let's get the lights on so we can have some brightness and happiness. And who knows? If you didn't get your cigar today, I hope you did, because it's a cigar day. I don't know. Every day could be a cigar day. So, today I'm gonna smoke this Room 101 Daikoku Toro. Daikoku Toro. Now, I don't know why I always have beef over designs. I love Japanese design, but like, don't do a half-ass job. Don't do a half-ass job. Come on, man. I'm gonna show you guys why. I mean, I'm gonna first light up the cigar, and then we'll talk about why. Okay? Then I just turn that on. There we go. So let me tell you what's why. The design of this thing. Oh, so yeah. What the hell? I'm gonna have trouble taking the cigar out for sure. All right, can't force it out either. The design, seriously. I mean, I'm a sucker for this kind of design, because when they have like, Daruma and stuff like that, dude, like I can't help to buy it. I mean, like, I just gotta have it, you know. I just gotta have it. So I saw that they have this Daikoku thing. I had to have it, but just to realize that they only name it Daikoku. Which I don't understand why. Because I don't think there's copyright in Daikoku, because it's the name of God. All right. So in Japan, there is 7 lucky gods. If I can get this to roll, there is 7 lucky gods, and the one that controls money and wealth is Daikoku. Big black sky. Okay, which is depicted here, this guy. But why did they just give him a half-ass name? Daikoku. Big black. His name is Big Black Sky. Daikoku. So makes no sense. Makes no sense to me. Alright? Makes no sense to me. So, with that being said, at least I get to smoke a cigar, right? All right. The leaf is very, very, very soft. And let me see what this is. Room 101 Daikoku. I gotta type in this thing. All right. Okay. This is a Toro 6x50 Wrapper is Ecuadorian Habano. Binder is Nicaraguan Corojo 99. And filler is Nicaraguan Viso, Esteli, and Jalapa. All right. From the blend, it sounds pretty good. From the blend. And we'll see if we smoke. Yes, that's good. Now, if you're in the chat room, make sure to say hi and what you're smoking today. So at least I know who I'm addressing to sometimes. Like, you know, this the thing about recording on this thing is harder and harder is because like the number is never the same. I'm seeing one number on the other thing, and then another number on this live chat thing, and then another number on this thing on the bottom. So and like because it's 3 platform, none of the numbers accurate. So yeah, I knew it. When I press on it, it's probably gonna hurt it. Nothing a little spit wouldn't fix, I guess. Move that up a little bit. All right, light it up. Today it is a pie day. I don't think there is a pie cigar, unless you guys know what that is, and let me know. Put in a comment what do you think a pie day cigar should be. Well, surprisingly pungent. Surprisingly pungent. Here we go. All right. I really need to glue that up. Let me glue that up. Let me take some effort to make sure this thing survives. I knew something got wrong because like I had to press it out, it won't come out. I had to pull, it won't come out. So, and then this thing is so fragile. It's so fragile. Now, I don't know how you guys. Okay, everybody use different method when it comes to glue a little bit of cigar glue. I've recently been using this one, Purple Rose Supply. I don't know if it works well. And to be honest, I think the other one works better. This is just convenient at times, not all the time. Convenience at times. Okay, like I don't know when the damn thing comes out. Yeah, you had to kind of guess, like, you know, you stew a little bit and then hopefully it comes out. If it, like, you know, and then you put on it. I don't think it dries as fast as the other one either. All right, so put it under it, wipe it on there, and then get a little bit outside, push it through. Give a little bit of the Super Nintendo. All right, Super Nintendo. Woof. All right, and then you get a bit of, you know, few minute wait. Okay. While I'm at that, I will check this. Okay. Should be good. Yeah, we'll give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. Val should join us very soon too, so we'll give it a few minutes. Nope, not yet. This thing dries a lot longer. The other ones, I don't know if you guys ever use that one. The other one has a little twist top, and then it's like an $8 bottle. You take it out and then you just wipe it out with a brush. That one, I think it dries a lot quicker. All right, that one I think it dries a lot quicker, and I think it's actually less messy. I think this one is really messy because sometimes After I'm done, some sun will still keep going. And I don't think that brush lasts well. Once I get to smoke this, then we can start talking about what's going on today. But I guess we can talk about it. It's just that, you know, I don't have a lot of information on that particular topic. That's why I'm waiting. Hey, long live Tapers. I'm trying to smoke this Room 101 cigar, and then this Room 101 cigar really have a Room 101 construction issue. All right.
Here we are. Cheers, everybody.
Hello, Val. All right, let's go to and there we go. Good evening. Val, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I got
All right.
you.
So, very good. I'm trying to I'm smoking this Room 101 cigar, and this Room 101 cigar has problem with design, problem with construction, packaging issues. So I'm like a little stressed about this right now. Why I'm gluing it together so that I can smoke it soon, because I already light it up. I should smoke it.
Okay.
But yeah, first of all, I have a problem with this name. This name says Daikoku, which is a like depiction of that Japanese god right here. But his name is Daikoku 10. So it's like, why would you want to pay homage to a lucky god and give him half of his name?
And that would be a result of not following through on the accuracy of what they're trying to present on the name title.
Right? The design itself looks pretty nice.
Okay.
Just the name is wrong.
The name is wrong. Well, okay. And not okay, because not being Asian, I would not know that.
You would not know that, right? But if
No.
they were the one that want to use this, wouldn't they Google it?
Yes, and that brings me back to a few years ago
Hmm.
when we were in Miami,
Yep.
and we had talked a little bit about I think the Dragon was coming out.
Oh no, that was that they were doing the Shenxiao collection, all zodiacs.
Okay, but we started talking about the significance of the characters, number one,
Right.
the colors,
Mm-hmm.
right, number two, and yet they were missed.
Right. I mean, they were incorrect,
Not totally wrong, but they were
But-
missed.
but let's say they were correct to follow somebody, but at the same time, that consultant was wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it was not as accurate. It was close, but not as accurate as it should have been.
Yeah.
So, and I think that is probably what happened with the labeling or the naming of this
But,
cigar.
no.
They were-
A name, like when you want to use a character, you can literally Google this thing. If you just type in 7 Lucky God in Japan, that guy will literally pop up. His
Okay.
full name will pop up in English.
Okay.
I mean, they put Daruma correct. You know, for Room 101, they have a Daruma one. Daruma was correct.
Okay.
So I don't know. Kind of drives me insane a little bit. This cigar, like I'm this close to drop it off and not smoke this anymore. This close. This dude looks like he shoot weak lad. What? Oh, okay. You will know because you taste it. Is that what it is? Anyways. Here we go. I mean, with the name root vegetables. Weak. Anyway. So I was kind of surprised today. So I went out today with my wife and we were shopping. And all of a sudden, my phone started to go off and look it up. It was Val. Val was like, hey, did you know that the Project ITS is being shown a lot in First Lady's channel? And when I say First Lady, I mean Bob the Cigar Guy's First Lady. It's called every 2 Saturday or something like that.
Her channel is the second Saturday with the First Lady. The First Lady being Bob the Cigar Guy's wife. Very nice lady. I had an opportunity to meet her at the Savage Feast in Texas. Very, very nice person. And she has been doing some pretty good. Her last 3 episodes, I believe, the last 3 that I had watched, 2 of them were about tasting notes and flavors, and
Okay.
her being a truly a non-smoker. Now, every now and then she said that she may dabble in a puff or 2. I don't know if she's ever smoked a complete cigar, an entire cigar. But she's really new to cigars, and she being like the background, okay, of Bob the Cigar Guy, very supportive. And it sounds like she is, because she's been involved with some of his and Chief's travels, that she is starting to get more interested and engaged in this cigar community. And she really, I am guessing, now I can't say this is what she said for sure, but I am thinking that she is trying to figure out how do you get these tasting notes from a cigar, especially if you do not smoke cigars. So her few of her episodes have been about that. Her learning about it, going through some of the aromas that she's getting off the wrapper, off the foot, off of a cold draw, and she's kind of working that through, and she's getting suggestions and recommendations and hints and tips. And she says in the background, well, taste this. Now take a cold draw to cigar. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you taste? What do you notice? And then you can see it. Oh yeah, it's starting to click. It's starting to get there. She's starting to understand it. So that was pretty cool. And today, she started talking a little bit about, I want to say, and we've talked about cigar etiquette. And she talked a little bit about the significance and important about having a tobacconist, an experienced person at your cigar shop or cigar lounge to help you with your cigar, selecting a cigar, especially if you're brand new or new to smoking. And the other thing that she mentioned, that she was more, I want to say, as an observer, where she's there in a background sitting, she's watching, she's looking, she's noticing. And she says something to the words that, have you all ever noticed that when you go look in your cigars at the humidor, that some people pick up the cigar, plain uncellophane cigar, and they'll pick it up in their hand, they'll
like
look at,
molesting. I think that's what she's saying, like, not to molest the cigar. And she was using the cigar as like a demonstration.
yeah.
At first, I was shocked. She was like, she picked it up and she's showing the cigar with the label and stuff like that. And she's like, Bob, I hope it's not a really good cigar because I'm gonna open it. And I was like, what?
No, so some of the things that she brought out, and we can get some of our viewers' opinion about this now. And I have noticed this too, and I just thought, okay, this is what people do. And you really can't check the aromas if you pick up a cigar in a cellophane and bring it to your nose and try to smell it.
But like I don't see the reason of doing that whatsoever.
Right. And it's what she brought up was, do you as a smoker have that thought in the back of your mind when you go into that humidor and you look at these cigars and you wonder, I wonder if somebody picked a cigar up out of their hand that is uncellophaned, picks it up, holds it in their hand, looks at it is not a problem, but actually not bring it close to the nose, but actually put it on the upper lip or against the nose.
I have never tried that, so I don't really think that other people would. I would think that people buy it, they will do it. But like even if I hand somebody a cigar, I say, hey, check this out. They don't go like, you know.
What?
So
Have you ever noticed anyone do that in a cigar shop? Or...
I've seen people do that on their own cigar that they have already purchased.
Now, I have seen people pick out a cigar, looked at it, smell the foot, actually put it to their nose and taking a deep breath, take the wrapper, rub it all along across the nose and breathe it around, roll it and breathe it again and put it back.
Yeah, but I don't see the point of that. You know, it cannot tell the quality by doing that. There's no way. There's no way to do that.
Well, oh yeah, you have a point, and the fact of the matter is, for me, if I pick up a cigar and I look at it like this, that's one thing. But if I bring it up to my nose and my nose actually touches that cigar, I'm buying it.
Okay.
I'm buying it. If my nose hits the foot of that cigar and it touches my nose and I'm breathing it in, I'm buying it.
I won't even do that. Like I don't do like I feel like it's a weird thing to do. You're like, I don't know. You're looking as if you're snobby in front of the cigar before you purchase it.
What? Well, I mean, I get it.
Because all that is not gonna change anything. Let's be very honest, okay? And by the way, hi Society, I did see you. Let's be honest. When you go out and buy a box of cigar, do you like, hey, before I buy this, open up the whole thing and take all of them and just start smelling all of them? You don't.
No, you don't.
So because that particular choice doesn't matter. That particular action doesn't change your choice. So why would you do that to an individual cigar? Other than the fact that you want to appear snobby.
Well, yeah. The other,
right? Even
Here's
if
the
you
other
got
thing.
home, you get home, you won't like every single time I'm gonna bring out to my. You know what cigar that is, right? There was no point to smell the surface of the cigar because that surface of the cigar smell has nothing to do with the smell that you're actually gonna smoke it.
well, yeah, we know the aroma that you get, the cold draw that you get is going to be totally different once you light it up and smoke it. We know
Right.
that.
So
Here's the other thing that I am reluctant to do, because I have done this. I have picked up a cigar and looked at it. In my attempt to place it back, I may drop it, or I may hit it against something and it falls out of my hand. And if it hits the floor, I'm buying it.
all right, if it has cellophane and
If
hits
it
the
has
floor
If it
versus
has
no
cell-
cellophane hitting the floor, are two different things.
Right. If it has cello on it, I'm going to look at the cigar. I'm going to make sure there's no cracks on it. There's no crack on the foot. Okay. If there is, I'm going to bring it to the person and I'm going to say, hey, listen, I accidentally dropped the cigar. There's a crack on it. What do you want to do? I'll pay for it if you want to. I will offer to pay for it. and
But that's the
keep
thing;
that
they
cigar.
can zero it out and get a replacement from the manufacturer. So
Yeah, but I'm not going to see the crack on there. I'm going to look around and put it back in. No, and that's, and I have gone to when I go, I try to go with my wife so she can help read me what's there. Okay. And then she'll go to pick. I said, no, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Just read the box. Tell me what it says. Okay. That's all you need to do. Because with my provision, I mean, literally, I got to really get my eye up close to it and take a look at it and scope it out. You know?
Yeah, but I don't think anybody have any reason to kind of particularly molest the cigar like the way they are. You know, it's like, all right, so if I'm going out of my way to help people buy Cubans, I would feel it. I would, molest it by feeling it, right? And that's okay, so long as I don't put my face on, right? But like, if you're buying something like that, you usually get anyway, like in the US, and if you get to touch it, it's not like
Yeah.
it's not in a container or something like that. There was no reason for you to go extra mile to put your face anywhere near it, unless you can't see. But that's a different story, right?
I mean, I thought that little part of her topic today was pretty interesting. Yeah. So you
and
know,
her
yeah,
topic, her topic
I mean-
gets actually got me surprised. Because I think because we've been doing this so long, that I tend to not believe that there's still beginners that will watch that kind of content for us. But when I look at her, she's still talking about it. I was a little interested to watch it because it sounds like she's learning while she's talking about what she learned.
Yeah. It's intriguing. It's intriguing. It's interesting. It's a totally different perspective on two things. Number one, I'm looking at a female perspective on it, and that's not a big surprising thing. But the surprising thing on it, the other perspective part of it is that she is not a true cigar smoker, but she is very much interested in the cigar community, trying to find her place in it, trying to figure it out a little bit, trying to learn along the way with it, and try to, I don't want to say try to get it, but try to, figure out.
Like, I was a little bit
Figure it
confused
out.
because I understand she's tried to create content and entertain the people who's watching it. I understand that she's tried to explain what she learned or explain what she know about certain topic.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like she doesn't know the topic that well.
Well, again, today it was a solo thing, and every now and then she's up there solo, I am guessing. I've only watched her several times. But in a lot of times, I want to say most of the time, Bob will be in the background providing some supportive assistance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, as would Chief, but they were both otherwise had other things to do today, and they were not able to.
No, this is what I don't get. This is what I don't get. I saw her on, and I saw the comment. Bob the Cigar Guy was in the comment.
Yes. I think he had either a project to do or he might have been at work.
Okay.
And so he knows she has her program on, and he spot checks it just to see how she's doing.
Okay.
Is she doing okay? Is she stumbling a little bit? Does she need a little help here or a little help there? Does she need a little assistance? So he's doing like a little background spot check, trying to make sure that things are gonna go along a little bit smoothly, which I thought was pretty cool.
This cigar just completely decided to open up just now. Completely open up. This cigar does not want to be smoked today. I'm gonna smoke a different cigar. But yeah, she it was interesting. I did a quick kind of walk, scan through of what it is because obviously I was outside. And comments like, thank you for using ITS as example. I don't think she read that until the end of the show.
Yeah, she did. But actually, I was kind of watching it, and then somebody had mentioned, "Hey, that's a really cool cigar band," and I looked at it like I said, "Oh hell, it's the ITS," and she did like the band.
Who is it?
She did like the band. Somebody in the viewing audience had typed in something that says, it's a really cool band.
Uh-huh.
And she did say, "Oh yeah, you know what I like about this band? Look at it, it's got this little
Perforation. That's just,
yeah,
I don't
this
even know what she's
little
talking
you
about.
know, it's got it says a nice little foot band. There's a double band up here. It's got a nice little cutout or whatever." So I saw, man, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And mind you, it is, it's not that she picks any one particular cigar to do things with. She just grabs cigars.
Yeah, it looks like she just grabbed whatever that's in front of her and then she used it. Because like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like she didn't even know what that cigar is. She's just like, hey Bob, I hope this one wasn't a very important one because I'm gonna rip it open. So yeah, I thought that was like, well, it's a very, very innocent jab.
But let me see. She loves horses.
Okay.
She loves horses. Okay. And one of the cigar brands that she likes, one of the band has a horse on it. Of course that's her favorite band because of the horse. As she does like other bands with horses on it.
Or this whole year she can buy plenty of cigar that has horse on it.
But it's a different type of platform. Very, very low key. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of fun. A little fun. A lot of fun. Some fun, a little bit of fun. It's interesting. It's interesting.
Well, anybody wanna? Well, okay. If you stumble to this channel and you're a beginner, and I really suggest that you, as a beginner, should find the correct channels to find more information. And I think Bob the Cigar Guy channel was one of them. And not sure about her, but like I think she will kind of review some of the information that are overlooked by people that has been doing channel for a long time. Because as the longer we do this, the more we don't talk about beginner stuff, right? And that's the problem because like people who has been watching the channel has already known that kind of stuff, so we don't address it unless it's being asked, right?
Right.
So it's really hard to talk about that. Like when I can't like the last time we talked about etiquette is like years
Yeah.
ago.
Well. Yeah. There's only so much, right, that you can talk about it once you've covered it.
Right.
Okay.
Right, because you don't want to have me repeat information here all the time. Every 3 episodes you gotta hear about. Okay, we're talking about how to light cigar again. So it's really, really hard to address older stuff, knowing that we already have like 600 something episodes of this. Think about that, 600 something episodes, and that's quite a bit. We're almost 700, I think. Right, so. It's somewhere piled down, and then the best thing is to go to a channel like that and ask a question. If she doesn't know, her husband knows. I guarantee it. Bob the Cigar Guy knows how to smoke cigar. I guarantee it. So if you stumble to this channel, why are you looking at beginner stuff? And again, by saying beginner stuff, that's not insult, that's not belittlement or whatever. That's just how it is. Everybody starts somewhere. All right, I think everyone has at one point started like how to light up cigar, how to properly smoke cigar, how to store cigars, cigar etiquette, how to pick cigars, how to that kind of stuff. We all did that, right? We all did that at one point. And you'll be surprised, like whatever you learn right now is very complicated. And after you smoke cigar for like 5-6 years, that complication became non-existent. Okay, like I know for sure myself, I no longer pay that much attention to humidity or whatever, because I have enough humidity, right? Now you still gotta see cigar that expand like this explodes. It's just the way it is. You gotta get it. Some cigar wrapper are very, very thin, and when you have something like that binds it like no tomorrow, choke it to death. And when you smoke it, it expands, cracks it up. Does that mean the inside doesn't have enough humidity? No, it smokes just fine even now. Smokes just fine even now. Just the wrapper didn't want to hold it. When they did it tight. Right? So, all that stuff, you no longer care. You will find 50 different ways to store your cigars. No longer just humidor. You'll find 50 different ways. You'll find that humidor is actually a luxury. You use humidor because you wanted to, not because you have to. You'll find out like some people use Ziploc bag, you know, plastic containers, outdoor containers, they're literally just a tube.
Cookie jars.
Yeah, cookie jars, a tray. They'll find anything to put cigars. Like humidor is what looks good. It's not a necessity. You'll find out that's not a big deal.
Yeah, and you're right. It does look cool. It does look good.
It makes you feel good. That's all that is. I mean, in fact, a lot of people will just buy and go to store, ask for empty boxes, and then just put their cigar in empty boxes. Okay, people does that. So you'll find that the longer you enter this thing, the more you no longer care about some beginner's rule, like toasting your cigars. Trust me, if you gotta smoke 8-10 cigars a day, you no longer care about toasting your cigar.
Yeah, just light it up.
Why? Because what is the difference between toasting your cigar and still had to light it up versus lighting it up?
See, I always thought, and I must have picked it up from somebody on a channel somewhere, that when you toast a cigar, okay, just toast it, then you kind of, I am thinking you're drying it off. You're trying to cool it down because you toasted it, and you're trapping it so that when you light it, it lights faster.
But yeah, you still go through a flame, right? Once you get on once you light it up in front of you and the flame goes up, it makes no difference. You're still burning in front of you. All right, I mean, how about this? Let's use the simple term. Val, you're cooking a steak.
Cooking a steak. Am I gonna eat it too?
You gotta eat it.
Okay. I'm hungry now.
The steak is nicely prepped. It's
Porterhouse
pre-seasoned, dried, room temperature.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
You had a hot pan.
Yes.
You put the steak on a hot pan really quickly, take it up. Really quickly, take it up. Really quickly, take it up. And then finally put it down. Is that any different than you take it up, put it down?
You know what? There's a big discussion there. That's a big discussion there. Because you hear, well, this is not a cooking show, but
I'm telling you, like you put it down there before it even sizzle, you pick it up.
no.
And then you put it down again before it sizzle, take it up.
No.
And then finally you put it down to let it sizzle.
No. No.
Does that make any difference than just put it down and let it sizzle? Because what you got to get through at the end is still sizzle. So lighting cigar, same thing. You light it up, and before it gets on fire, you stop. You light it before it gets on fire, you stop, and then you put it on fire.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but yeah, the analogy is very close, but yet different. But yeah. I mean, my favorite way to light a cigar is with a soft flame with a lighter. But I got to be indoors. I got to be in like the confines of my tent to do that. If outdoors, my soft flame is not going to work because of the airflow, because of the wind. Then I got to rely on the torch.
Right, but like in the end, it's still the step that you're getting to is now you need to fully let this thing. Now, if the idea was to toast your cigar so that it doesn't burn, that light your cigar up again after that burns it.
I'm kind of thinking it's like for you people out there that have the push lawnmowers and you got that rubber thing where you got to prime the line, you press it down 4 to 5 times, and then you
Okay.
right.
So if that's the case, right?
So you toast it, you're priming it. You're toasting it, you're priming it, and then when you get ready to then you light it up and smoke away.
Right. But if you want to compare that, if you want to talk about that, you are creating a layer of toasted ash, right? In the front to pre-lit. So that means when you try to lit it, you're burning ash. And you think your first few puff is gonna be nice?
Well, you know, that's the thing. You're not I see my impression of toasting the foot is just to
No, you're supposed to
darken
get
it.
it to that so that they're kind of burned, but they're not that lit. They are toasted. They are burnt.
it darkens it. It darkens it. I'm not looking for the gray. I'm not looking for it to light up. I'm just looking to darken it.
But here's the thing, you understand temperature, right? Is that like if I was cooking my steak at 130 degrees all day long, it will never pass 100 degrees.
No, it won't.
Exactly. So if you're toasting your cigar and the pre-temperature, it'll never lit, right?
It'll
If you stop burning it at a certain temperature and then it will only darken it, it should never lit.
Oh yeah, it's not going to
you're
light. It'll stay dark, but you're right. It's not going to
Right.
light until you
So-
actually put the flame to it.
So you did not lit it. You did not prime it because the temperature doesn't sustain. As soon as you leave, that temperature goes away.
Yes.
So you're not priming it,
On that note, I'll drink to that.
right? You're not priming it. Not only that, you will continue when you're ready, burn the shit out of it, turn and make sure all of them is lit right after that. So if somebody in the comment has better explanation than that, like answering why you toast,
Why you toast
even
it?
though you gotta burn the shit out of it afterward, compared to just burn the shit out of it really quickly and get it done with, you let me know.
So yeah, so this brings me to mind where I remember as a kid watching my grandfather smoke his cigar. I never saw him with a torch. I never saw him with a lighter. I saw him with a book of matches, strike it, put it, light it, puff away.
Sure. I mean, torch lighter is a relatively recent thing. And I think it was designed out of necessity to use butane, not generate any flavor, and when the situation and can quickly light it. Right? Because I'm pretty sure a lot of people use soft lighter, and soft lighter is costly, finicky, and when you're in the wind, it's hard. Right? So they designed torch lighter. Now, torch lighter is a lot harder to light a cigar. So you're looking to light a cigar at, I don't know, 800 something degrees, when this cigar will light up at 400. So yeah, you will burn it. That's why you turn it. But pre-toasting it is still lighting it up. And then when you go back to burn it, you're burning the ash. This thing. Let me get out another cigar.
So you're doing a double burn.
You can light the cigar without ever passing on it.
Yeah, it'll flare up.
Oh, no. You can do it without flare up. I'll show you. Yeah, I'm not gonna pop on it. I'm gonna light this up. Like toasting, usually just do this, right? And then you light it up, right? So toasting, you do this and you light it up. But if you really just want to light it up without ever doing that, you can. It takes a while.
It's going to take about 3 minutes. see some flame going up there.
No, it's not, because when I left, the flame is not there. I'm not puffing it, right?
Right.
All right, ready?
It's a miracle. It's a miracle. That's what it is. It's a cigar miracle.
You don't. But it defeats the point. If you just want to light it up, light it up. Then what the hell is toasting it? You can light this up without ever do that. If you gotta do that, just do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it
And
does.
you want to say that, look, the line is the same.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't overburn it. I know this can be done. I've done it many times. There are times, sometimes it's talking. I forgot to do this part. I just popped it, and it was that. It's about the art, okay, but therapeutic reason. But like in terms of the therapeutic reason, don't you think that you're doing it worse because now you're burning something that is burnt, so you actually make it worse? You know what I'm saying? You're making it worse by pre-lighting it and then go at it and burn it, right? So now you could have just light it, but now you're wanting to burn it again. But I want to tell people that it's possible. You can just let it without the brew. If you gotta do brew, you might as well just go brew. Okay? If you just gotta burn the shit out of it and make sure that every side is all lit, just do that. If not, just keep at a good distance and just go at it. And then until it's lit. Can I eat a steak without my bare hands? Sure. Should I? No. Should I eat a steak with my bare? Can I eat my steak with my bare hands? Sure. Should I? No. No, you cannot eat a steak with bare hands. We got a knife for a reason. You gotta cut it. You can't really rip a steak apart. Or can you? Right? I just think that some of the stuff is not really the art of it, because I don't think that is how it was developed. Like this toasting thing, I don't think it existed before. I don't think it existed because back in the day, how the hell you think they toasted with the soft light, with a match?
Yeah,
back in the day.
No. Yeah, and you know, I think about, I'm imagining, all right. I'm thinking that when you went off to develop the cigar, how many times did those guys around you say, "Oh, wait a minute, let me toast this cigar first"? They probably just lit it and smoked away.
Yeah. Okay. This is the thing, okay, about cigar history, and I'm pretty sure I may be wrong, but I think it's conceptually is correct. Because if you think way back in the day, Cuban cigar existed, right? At the time, Cuban cigars are not large. Cuban cigars are very small, and some of them look just like a cigarette. You think they need to toast that, and they actually toast it.
It's like saying, do you toast your cigarillos? No.
Okay, before they have steak, they had knives first. Because in order to get a steak, you need knife to cut it apart.
Well, wait a minute.
So I don't know the art of it, that particular thing, and I agree with you. You know, the fork and knife etiquette was created by some snobby aristocrats. You know, because all of a sudden now you need to use 15 different utensils, right? That wasn't.
Yeah, why do you need a steak fork, a salad fork, and some other kind of fork?
Cavemen didn't have fork. I mean, cavemen probably don't have a steak either.
Oh, they just cooked that whole thing, and once it got cooked,
Right.
they just ripped it out with their hands.
Right. A steak is like a serving, right?
Yeah. a
And when they
steak is
create a
that.
serving, that technically the steak itself is part of that snobbiness, right?
that cut of that beef, which calls it that steak. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
came after. All that coolness of this beef cut, this specific type of steak, you know, New York sirloin, this and that came after,
Yeah, those guys are Neanderthals.
right? That came after. So knife and fork definitely started before that. Those serving stuff happens because now they can be served. And before that, well, everybody's poor in the cave. Guess what happened? They bring in an entire chicken. Boom. That's all you're gonna do. Rip it up and eat it.
Chicken, pterodactyl, brontosaurus, whatever.
Raccoons. Next door neighbor. Right? So that serving thing, a serving of steak, came after table etiquette. Because it has to be served. So I think cigar used to not be this big. Cigar used to be tiny and was a single serving. And they just light it up. It will light very easily with a soft light. But then they came out with bigger sizes. They came out with, thing, and then they maybe were toast. I don't know. Like I really don't know. I really don't know. But I would think that people people didn't have that etiquette first. I mean, that is a art that was developed afterwards. So is that really an art because it was developed afterward to give you that feeling of luxuriousness, right? The feeling of this is luxurious.
Yeah.
So they develop, this is the etiquette to do it. But here's the problem, right? Some etiquette makes sense, some etiquette don't. You know what? Okay, I can tell you guys, when it comes to table etiquette, I think it's really stupid, very, very stupid, to bring them a little bowl of water to wash their hand at the table. It's luxurious, it's etiquette, but it's dumb. Why would you go?
Yeah, why would you bring water when you can just go?
No. Like, shouldn't you, before you enter the table, you have your hand washed already?
Yes. I'm thinking about after the meal or during the meal.
No. That was before the meal. And then you get a towel, wipe your hand, and then the server takes it away, and then, you take the thing. Bib. Like, I went to a lot of restaurant that has the dumbest shit is that you showed up, they bring you this thing that's actually a towel, compressed into a cube, and people didn't know, think that there's something that they can eat, so they put it in their mouth and comes out a towel. But really, you're supposed to wait for the waiter come over, add some water to it, and then it opens it up so you can wipe your hand with. It's so gimmicky, and it's like, why? Just give me a towel, wipe my hand with. How do I know it's clean? if it's like crumbled up. But because of that etiquette problem, every time I light my cigar, people go, Tony, you're supposed to toast it. Tony's burning the shit out of this thing. But it's like, all right, but you are gonna burn the shit out of it afterward. You toast that, okay, what's the next step? You put it up and you turn and light until it's lit. So that thing, why, you telling me that's less than half a second, you put it away? No, you go until you're done. So I understand, like, you know, it's an art or whatever, but when you put art to be a mandatory thing, that's one of the things I'm talking about. It's like, you know, as the longer you smoked, a lot of mandatory became not necessary. Became not necessary. Right? I that's what I think. Some of the stuff that you think is mandatory is not necessary. Is it necessary and mandatory to have your humidor running at 70%, 70 degrees at all time? Is it mandatory to cut your cigars at a straight cut? Or when you had a torpedo, do you absolutely have to cut in an angle?
Yeah, I never understood that.
Right?
I mean, I get the answers they give behind it, but
maybe if your mouth and tongue is that sophisticated, it makes that minuscule of differences. But I don't think average smoker, 99% of smoker don't have that palate to be able to say, I taste a difference in smoke.
is it the taste or is it the airflow?
They're saying that it concentrates the angle of the smoke coming into your mouth. But here's the thing. I have never once see anybody goes out there, get a straw and suck on a drink and go like, this straw is cut wrong. It should be in the angle, so be concentrated to my tongue. Because essentially, cigar is a straw, right? You're directing the airflow through this tube. So, when's the last time you say, "Hey, this thing needs to be in the angle"? Right? It doesn't, right? Why? Because there was no such rule. That nobody ever told you that. That was part of a rule. In fact, some people drink it through glasses and then loop, and then go to your mouth. If it's your cigar, you light it the way you want to. Yes. And for somebody to tell you that you didn't toast, it's really weird. Tony, you're supposed to toast it? And look at Tony, he's burning the shit out of this thing. Dude, like, even if I burn this to a crisp, after 2 puffs, it don't matter. You already passed that part. You already passed that part. So, part of the etiquette, I guess, is to not tell anybody to do that. When I tell people if their cigar is not completely lit, I would. But when I tell people that they lit it funny, no. Oh, unless they do one of those Linden thing. I mean, if they do that, it feels like somebody's running some sort of ritual. Oh, no.
So I always thought when they did this thing or that thing or that thing, it was that supposed
No, okay.
to get
If you do that and go, I'm okay with that. All right. Tiberius, if you light it and go like this, I'm okay. But if you do this, we have a problem. I get it. You light it. You fan the fire off. Like, it's that dramatic movement. Dramatic movement that I have a problem with. I wouldn't say you did it wrong. I would be like, is that necessary? Right? I wouldn't say you did it wrong. You didn't do it wrong. You can fan it off however you like. But like, yeah, this is fine. Because I've done it before where I think that I'll light it up and that thing's on fire. I'm like, all right, I will do that. But like, you know, if you gotta go do like a whole chat over it, we have a problem. Imagine you're smoking in front of Arnold Schwarzenegger. He will get up and walk away. He'll probably get up and walk away. Because that movement is just so big. And it just... Alright, if you do it in private, that's okay. But if you do it in public, I'll be like, dude, is that necessary? Like, are you smoking a holy cigar? That cigar must be like $1,000 cigar. To have that whole ritual. Right? If you just want to do that, light it up. Light it up. Okay, fine. Fine. You're toasting. I get it. You just didn't want that thing to catch on fire. I get it. But, dude. Now, this might be wrong to say, you know. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. Cigar should be enjoyed. And I think the quicker you get to the enjoy part, the better. And I guess if you think that lighting your cigar is part of the enjoyment, then so be it. Yeah. I mean, some people do enjoy looking at the cigar and go, that thing is sexy, and then just go, well, you know, that could. All right, so you can light it with Zippo lighter. You know, obviously, you know, you've been smoking for that long. I would taste the fuel, and that I do have a problem with. Like, that's the entire cigar you can taste the fuel. So that I can get why people are.
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So.
Okay.
Okay, so what I typically do is when after I fill it, I won't use it that day. I'll wait till the very next day.
It still tastes like it.
I have not tasted it.
It definitely tastes like it. And then it's the entire cigar. It's the entire cigar once you let it. In fact, the moment that you go ignite it, you can smell it.
What did you light it and you let it flame up for several seconds before you
definitely can smell it. You definitely can smell it. I definitely taste it. And once you taste it, it's the entire cigar. Because it's not a clean burn. That fuel is not a clean burn. So you're carrying that fuel into your...
Yeah, I smell it. I can smell the fumes on it now, but...
You're carrying that into your cigar. For sure. It's not just the burn. It's you carrying that fuel. All right. If you don't believe this, try this. Next time when you try to light up your charcoal, put a little bit of those liquid fuel on there. And try to cook a steak on it. That whole entire steak is.
Oh no! Everybody knows that if you use charcoal starter fluid, you pour it on your briquettes, you pour it on your charcoal, and you don't light it right away. You gotta let it soak in there for 15 to 20 minutes before you light it. Otherwise, yes, you definitely get that odor. Definitely get it.
Right. So when you do a Zippo, that fuel is in there. It's not soaked in it. It's not like absorbed by anything else. It's absorbed by your cigar.
I did so much talking, my cigar went out.
So Zippo lighter is personal preference. If you can taste it, sure. I can definitely taste it. When I taste it, it's the entire cigar. Now, do I have a Zippo lighter? Yes. But I wouldn't use the leather cigar. Again, personal preference. If you can't taste it, so be it. But if you can't taste it, are you really tasting your cigars? As soon as you let it up, the flame goes, that fume goes with it. Battery's low, electricity has been. Hey, you know, take care of yourself. Don't put yourself in any danger. Storm damage and stuff like that. I totally understand. Gotta drop it off. I'll talk to you later, man.
Who's bouncing?
Kenny.
Oh, okay, Kenny. Kenny Mac.
He's in a lot of storm damage area. He had no power, right? Didn't he just got power? Something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, this year the weather is bad. And when I say the weather is bad, the weather is bad. I feel so bad for my next door neighbor because they bought the house this year in the summer. And so they move over here. The first thing they get was the worst storm we get for years. For decades. So I feel bad for them. They had to deal with it and they don't even know. I don't taste the fume when I let your cigar with a Zippo. Yeah, that's the question. Do you light your cigar with Zippo? The whole point of the butane is that the butane has no taste. And that's the whole truth. That's the only reason why we use butanes, because the butane don't have taste. But like I say, if it doesn't bother you, you don't taste it. That's one thing. You know, some people are so used to certain flavor they don't ever taste it. Right? Like if you work in barnyard 24/7, you're never gonna smell barnyard. The Ladio DS72 is excellent. Hey, that Templo de Oro that you gave me, it's actually a very nice cigar. Surprisingly smooth. It's not as bold as I want it to be. But that cigar tastes pretty good. Mellow, smooth. Is it complex? Not really, but it was definitely an enjoyable cigar. Like if you just gotta sit down and do some work or read or have a phone call and stuff like that, it's really nice cigar. So yeah, cigar etiquette. I mean that's a tough thing. I mean, if you want to do it, yes, you can. If you don't want to do it, like, you know, when you don't feel like you do it, it's totally fine. I don't see why you do have to do it. I mean, all right, the part where there are a few that's definitely you should follow the cigar etiquettes. Like, don't talk about politics in a lounge. That usually starts an argument. Don't molest the cigar with your face, any part of your face, near your nose. Don't do this either. You know, I don't care. Like, don't be like, hey, let me brush through my beer. I don't have one, but beer. See if you. No, don't do that. Right. In fact, I feel like, you know, when I pick up a cigar to take a look, I pick it up, I look at the band, I turn, and I put it back down. Either I take it or I put it back down. I have never go like, Hey, how you doing? You know, I haven't tried that in the lounge. You must spend, if you do that, you must spending a lot of time in the humidor. A lot of time, because if you gotta smoke, you gotta smell the foot of the cigar and to choose the cigar and all that stuff, that would take a long time. Anytime I go to a lounge and get a good buzz going, then start talking about politics and religion. Anytime I go to a lounge, I get a good buzz going and they talk about politics and religion. You do that, like, yeah, if you do that, you end up, okay. Because the thing about politics is that there's always two sides and nobody's ever gonna agree with each other, right? There's no way to be left and agree with right, or to right agree with left. Anytime about religion is you're never gonna agree with each other because either one side try to convince you that there's God and the other side try to convince you there isn't. And you're never gonna convince each other. You're never gonna turn the other side. This is why it'll become a non. It gets heated. Do I talk about politics and religion in here? Yes. But it never ends well. It never ends well. But here's the thing: politics is life, right? And religion is life. So don't let the cigar use community color. And yeah. And here's the thing, right? I think people still do. That's why the safest way is to bring your own cutter. It's just so you wouldn't be like, don't let your cigar use community color. It's don't let your cigar use your friend's cutter, because that guy's got to bring it home. Right? The community cutter, they may. I don't think anybody does. I think they may wipe it down at the end of the day. But Val, when's the last time you wiped your own cutter?
About 2 weeks ago.
With like rubbing alcohol and stuff?
Yeah, rubbing alcohol just to clean the blades off and stuff. Yeah.
I never do that because it's my cutter. Right? So I think that the thing should be don't do that using other people's cutter. I'll leave politics there. Yeah, if you gotta enjoy your cigar, yeah. I never clean mine. I never clean mine because I use it and it's only for me. And the one that I already carry, sometimes you'll see me, I'll carry two. Right? I'll carry the one where I can loan it to people, and I carry the one that I use for myself. And the one I loan it to people, or if they want to French kiss each other, that's fine. But the one I use for me, it's just me. Now, if I don't trust the person, I'll cut it for them. For example, Val. Val, I'll cut it for you. There you go. No, I don't trust Val, not because I don't think that Val is got to be able to, it's got to, slobber over it, as I'm afraid that Val's got to cut his own finger. Right, so, but I did think about to get that Les James theme cutter. It's just like a blade, like fold and cut it. Have you seen those?
I haven't seen those.
It looks like a folding knife. You unfold it,
Okay.
put the cigar in the middle, and cut it.
Okay.
I did think about getting that, but it's like if I ever bring that, Val will never be able to borrow cutter from me and cut it because he's gonna lose a couple fingers before that happens.
I'd probably lose the entire finger right off the bat. No, they look cool, but I would never get one of those. No.
I read a lot of review on that one. People say that is poorly made for the price. I mean, you should spend a couple $100 on that, and it's not nicely made. And that's a problem. On the only benefit part is that because it's an open blade, you can sharpen it. But yeah, you can sharpen your own cutter too. Like this kind of cutter, so long as there's no backing, you can sharpen it. Just get some aluminum foil and cut it, deburrs it. Most of the time, I use a pocket knife to cut my cigar. A lot of people don't. I am terrified of using pocket knives.
I don't know if a pocket knife would cut it clean. It might rip it more than cut
people
it.
just like that. Like they hold the blade and then they turn it around, like cutting a wire almost.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it.
I am terrified of putting a cutting knife away. So open it up, no problem. But when you have to close it, usually it's like a notch in the bottom. You gotta press it in to fold the knife in. But it's always in front of the knife. So when I pressed it, I feel like when I put it in, if I slip, I'm gonna cut my finger off. I don't know how you guys do it. Some people do it single-handed. I'm like, I'm gonna be very careful, press it, turn it a little bit, put my finger away, and then get on. I bite the tip off my mouth. Okay, see? All right. Tibbers, we need to talk about this. You can't tell me that you want to follow a whole etiquette art and then go, I just bite it off. Right? You can go like, hey, I'm gonna go through all that, like, it's an art. We need to toast this. We need to light it up nicely. But before that, it doesn't work that way. Right? Even, the thing is that we've seen so many of those from cigar makers. We've seen so many of those from cigar makers. Either they rip the top off while they're talking to you. They're like, oh, where's knife? Nobody have knife? Okay. And they don't even wait. They ask for a knife. If that knife didn't appear in the next 10 seconds, they stop ripping it. Okay? And then, unless you're someone like Eric Espinosa, he literally bites it off and spit it out and try to spit it out in the next 15 seconds. Because all that, it was just stick in his mouth. He just had to go spit it out. He doesn't want to pick it. He just go, yeah, so I was up. He will try to spit it out for the next 10, 15 seconds. So, this is where I go like, if the cigar makers on their own, they have smoked down my cigar and they no longer care about that, is no longer that important, then I wouldn't have to treat that so important. I want to be enjoying the cigar as soon as I get it. I want to get to the conversation quickly, right? I want to, like, every second matters when I'm hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Every second matters to me when I'm relaxing and hanging out. And that lighting the cigar, especially if you got to smoke 3 or 4 cigars, that adds up to minutes. It might not sound like a lot, but let's say if you're working, I mean, like in the work, and you got a 15-minute break and you have an hour break, every minute counts. For me, maybe it's not so much, but I do want to get to the cigar quick. I want to cut it quick, light it up quick, so I can get to conversations. So that's me. But if you think that is relaxing, it's like a therapeutic thing, do it. Right? If you think cutting a cigar is a therapeutic thing, do it. If you feel like ripping apart and that is just the way it is, do it. So that's the thing about the cigar etiquette is that some part of it makes a lot of sense, some part of it don't. I mean, yeah, if you're in a luxurious world, you got plenty of time. You wake up 10 o'clock in the morning, you go to the cigar shop and you got to spend the next 8 hours there. Do all of that. You got plenty of time to do all of that, right? But for average people, is that necessary? I don't know. I only smoke 1 or 2 per day, so I like to take my time. Gotta foreplay before you jam it in. Okay. And that's fine. If you're only doing a small amount of it, it makes perfect sense to take your time. Because that's your time. That's the time you assign to it. But I feel like I'm doing it every day. For hours at a time, 3-4 cigars at a time, I really don't have to go through that. It's no longer therapeutic to me. And that standard is there. Like for me, what's important is not how I light a cigar, how I put a cigar together, is what I'm smoking, who I'm talking with. That's the most important part. What I'm smoking, what I'm drinking, who I'm talking with. Everything else is not that important, right? I talked about this before. Like, to smoke a cigar, all you need is fire. All you need is fire. So let's say you got a cigar, you're at your friend's fire pit, there's no lighter there. Are you gotta put your cigar in the fire pit and toast it? Or you just gotta, hey, I'm gonna light it up and smoke it. Who's that guy who lived until 114? I don't ever remember his name. He said he would just light up whatever. Sometimes he just uses like the stove. Turn it on and light it. You know, because to him the smoking part is therapeutic, not lighting it. So you gotta choose what is the therapeutic to you. If you think that the whole process is part of it, is what makes you happy, do it. But I wouldn't force anybody else to do it. I wouldn't force anybody else to do it. And I wouldn't be like, hey, you do it wrong because you didn't do it. I think the only few things I ever pick people for at a smoking place is number one, if I see your cigar's only half lit, I'll tell you. I'll be like, hey, you need a little more fire. I think Val heard that before when I just say, hey, Val, you need a little bit more fire. And the other one is when they snuff the cigar down. Which I've seen some newbie did it when I was smoking with them. I was like, yeah, just don't do that. Just leave it. Just leave it. You don't have to kill it before you leave. This is not war. You know, that I would. Because it just looks really bad. Right? I don't even do that to my cigarette. Back in the day, I don't do that to my cigarette. What about using the old cigarette lighter in the old cars? Now, hey, if your car has one of those, good for you. Good for you. You know?
But those are coils, though.
Yeah. And you can light your cigar like that. That's fine. In fact, I think majority of cigar will fit that. And that's fine. But if you have one of those, I would like to ask, how many shirts with holes do you have? Because I always thought that's actually really cool. Because I've seen my dad, when I was younger, him driving, put a cigarette in the mouth, and he's driving, press that in, and all of a sudden he'll pop and gets that, and he doesn't even look. Just pull it out. He doesn't look. He's looking at the roll. He's like, put it back in. I thought that was pretty cool. I think that's badass. Right, I think that's badass. There's certain things that you, when you see it, even though it's like uncommon or whatever, you just think it's super cool. Like, for example, if simply just me seeing a female smoking a cigar, I think that's super cool. I don't care what cigar she's smoking. She can be smoking a acid or a flavor cigar or whatever. The fact that she's smoking it, I think is cool. A female driving a manual car, I think is super cool. Right? So like there's something that you look at it, regardless of what the situation is, you think is cool. I think it's cool. But it's the overdone part, I think is not cool. I think it's like, okay, fine. You know, do I think about it? I don't really think about it. I don't think of, I won't. I guess I don't stare at you when you light up a cigar. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't stare at you when you light up a cigar. But if I'm not staring at you, in the corner of my eye seeing you doing this, I will look over. I'll be like, what the hell is going on?
He's waving hi to you.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, it's corner of my eyes, I'm gonna look over. Right? So it depends. So internal etiquette is hard. It's hard. So I've never seen a midget smoke a cigar, seen them smoke a cigarette and joints only. What is that guy's name? Mini Me? He smokes cigars. So there. I'm pretty sure you can find a picture of him smoking a cigar and that will solve your problem. Let's talk about this. Okay, so while we're talking about celebrities, how important would it to you to seek out a cigar if the cigar was made in for a name or with the celebrity? How important for you would it be for you to seek out a cigar if that cigar was made for a celebrity?
In terms of the cigar or in terms of getting the box?
The cigar.
No, that's not important. No, I wouldn't. That's not a determining factor for me to go out and get that cigar.
All right,
No.
ready? Val. Tomorrow, let's say Espinosa release a cigar. I'm just a random name, not saying that they
Yeah.
would. Call it the Terminator. Blend it with Arnold. Would you seek it out or not?
No.
You won't?
No, I won't seek it out. Now, if he happened to say, "Hey, this is going to be called the, Super Bowl champion Emerald City cigar," yeah, I would do that.
But you won't seek out like notorious Arnold who smoke a lot of stogies.
No. 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 I say I think because I am not I don't envision him that way. I'm not awestruck by the fact that it's Arnold Schwarzenegger. No. No.
If anything, I think those. Well, see, if anything, it will be Gurkha called Arnold.
And a lot has to do with the brand as well, too. You're right. A
I
lot
would
has
rather
to do with the brand.
chase a cigar that has some heritage story, homage to a blender roller and so on. Yeah, that's why you're smoking the Eladio Diaz, right? Let me find another celebrity that make you want to think about that. That's hard. What would be a celebrity that you want to?
Who makes the Tyson cigar? Is that by Gurkha?
That's by Gurkha.
The intriguing thing was that it's a Mike Tyson cigar. That's the intriguing. But would I actually go out and search for it to go buy it because it's Mike Tyson? No.
I bought it. It's as good as his 2.0 fight. If anybody know that fight, it's as good as that fight. Cigar from a celebrity is like a cologne from a celebrity. Totally suck ass.
I think a lot. For me, it's just like that Guy Fieri line by Espinosa.
Yep.
Okay.
And that cigar turned out to be pretty good.
It turned out to be pretty good, but I don't think it was good because of Guy Fieri.
Well, supposedly he's been smoking cigar for a long, long time.
Well, I'm not questioning, how long he's been smoking, but, I'm looking at the brand that's making that cigar. I don't want to say for him because I don't know if he makes it for him, but it's a collaboration thing that he makes.
I would think the collaboration would be like he goes there and then he smoke it and he'll like it.
Yeah, he'll help promote it, he'll help market it, he'll show off for stuff with that cigar because it's carrying his name is with it now. But yeah, I mean, it's a good cigar though.
The cigar from Michael Noel. You guys know about that one?
Yeah, Michael Knowles. Yeah.
That cigar is okay. And he's kind of a celebrity.
Now that I would not go out and search and hunt it down. But if I happen to be at a cigar lounge or a shop and it's there, I would pick it up just to check it out.
So he does have some sort of influence because now you notice it. And
well, only because I did not know that he was a cigar smoker. And then that once I learned that he was a cigar smoker, oh man, this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. I wonder. But it's not making me go search for his cigar and find out who sells it or who carries it and go ahead and order it. If it's in one of the lounges or shops that are on my area and I happen to see it, I'll pick it up just to test it out.
they should do a cigar based on a dictator that smoked the cigar based off their character that I would chase. A dictator. So you're saying that if any cigar brand has the guts I'm talking about balls of steel. To release a cigar called 8 of Hitler. You'll go seek it out.
No.
That's what Tiberius is saying. If the cigar is based on a dictator that smokes cigars, based off their character, I will chase. That's what he said. So I think that, I think that's the problem, is that no cigar company has the balls to do that. That's like negative publicity right there. To make a cigar named after a dictator, because most dictator don't have a good name. So putting it out there will hurt. Cigar based on Fidel Castro, you think that I don't know, would there be any brand other than Cuban cigar has that guts to do it? I don't think they would. To put cigar named Fidel Castro. Okay, pedos are different than dictator. I'm not saying that they're any good, but the level of crime are very different. I mean, even today, okay, you can have somebody's name Eddie. All right, it's totally fine. You can have somebody's name Eddie Emmett, even like that, whatever name they just named, right? So you can have somebody named Eddie Emmett out there, but if somebody names Adolf Hitler, that person isn't gonna have a good life. I can tell you that. Like, for a dictator, their name transcends through generations of stigma. So it's got to be hard. But I would be very interested to smoke certain cigars that are named after like celebrities. That depends. Like if you tell me that this cigar is made for Michael Jordan, I want to smoke it, right? I'll smoke it, and then it wasn't that, whatever. So be it. I smoked the Tyson one, yeah. Okay, I smoked that. What's it called? Was it Notorious? I think that's called. It was fine. But like I think that has some influence for me. It's like I was like, why would they make a cigar for this person? Okay, if it is, do they make it good or do they make it bad? And a lot of time it will make me link that overall experience to the person, right? So if the cigar turned out to be good, I might have a positive judgment or positive feeling towards the person a little bit because the cigar tastes good. The name just all of a sudden got a little bit better. Right? I don't know. Name somebody bad. I don't know. What's that guy's name? Was it Alexander? No. Let's say it's out of like random name, like Alvin the Horrible or something like that. We're Alvin the Terrible. Then I'll be like, damn, yeah. I'll try to smoke it. I smoked the Michael Jordan cigar. It's long. That thing is long and thin. And it probably looks like a cigarette on his hand. But it wasn't that amazing. Well, Alexander the Great isn't. I don't have a negative feeling towards it. So it wouldn't. I don't know. Like Julius Caesar, that turned out to be a good cigar. Just heavy. Right? Julius Caesar, that's a good cigar. But Julius Caesar is not really a good ruler. I don't know. I do get influenced by the theme behind the cigar. Whether it was somebody famous, anything that has to Asian culture, mythology, tend to get me a little bit. Mao has a cigar. I smoked it. 132. I have that cigar. I don't know if I have any left. Because if I do, I probably sent you one already. So most likely I didn't have any more left. But hey, Tiberius, you gotta be very excited about this one, okay? So Great Wall created a cigar just for the UK region. I don't know if you know that. So Great Wall started a distributing cigar to UK, and they made a specific cigar for the UK region. I bought a box. Cost me $1,000.
I can see them. I can see them coming out with a cigar that's called the Genghis Khan.
I think there is a. Well, they have the Saka Khan, which is kind of made after that because the statue is obviously a Genghis Khan. So Mao, I don't know what cigar you bought from Great Wall. The Mao cigar it's called 132, Blend 132. It's because Mao himself liked to smoke cigarette. He smoked a lot of cigarette. Okay, that's the story behind it. He smoked a lot of cigarette. Now, because he always inhale it, they're like, you know what? We gotta blend a cigar where you'll stop him from coughing because he cough a lot. Because he smoked so much cigarette, he cough a lot. He can make speeches and all that stuff if you're coughing and throat doesn't feel good. So they started to blend a cigar for him. All right. So after 130 some blends, 132, I think that's the number, was the blend that he enjoyed the most and does not make him cough. And that was the blend from Mao.
The 132.
Mm-hmm. I think I smoked that with you guys, and I sent a few out to people as a raffle prize about 4 or 5 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago. I still had the box. Now, when I say I still had the box, I don't know where it is, but I still had the box. It's like one of the built-in humidor at the gauge in there with 10 cigars. So I still have that. But yeah, Tiberius, you should check. You should show me that what you got. Maybe it's not the same one. Next time I get it, I'll send you one. But yeah, I bought some cigars from China. I gotta go pick it up. It's the Year of the Horse. I got a Year of the Horse, and I got the cigar that was meant for the UK area. So what happened is they distributed to UK, and then bought it from the distributor from UK back to that shop, which costs a lot of money, and I ended up buying it. There is. It's called Davidoff Winston Churchill. Andy, Davidoff Winston Churchill. Not only have Winston Churchill in Churchill size, they have Winston Churchill in late hours. Great cigar. I think a lot of brand has Winston Churchill. It's too iconic. This guy smoked to his death. You know, iconic. Okay. So there is Winston. Like Winston Churchill is like one, like if you're making a cigar and trying to make an impression, that's the cigar. Al Capone, I think there is one too. Let me search for it. Wow. There is one. Yeah, there's literally a cigar called Al Capone. I think that's a brand. It is Cigarello, I think. Yeah, it's Cigarello's. But they do have it. I think pretty much every mafia boss has their own cigars. A cigar named after them or something like that. I think every mafia boss has one. Because it makes you feel boss, like a boss smoking it. So I think there is one for every single one of them. You just had to look for it. Who else? All right, if anybody needs their own cigar, who would it be? Like that you will actively chase. You'll be like, I will fight over that box. I mean, obviously, Val says for the sports team, he will. But like, let's say for a celebrity or somebody famous, well, who would it be that you actively search for? Gaddafi? I'm surprised. Like, you know, like Arnold released a cigar, you won't smoke. I will definitely go smoke it. Like if they come out with a cigar called Mr. America, I will get it. If, like I say, if they have a cigar called Terminator, I will go find it. I will find it. Frank Faso. I don't. Who's Frank Faso? Police inspector. Oh, I don't know this guy. Oh. And they already have a cigar called Gatsby, right? Yeah. What other character would I go, that's an interesting cigar. I absolutely have to get it. Any of the Godfather character, I will get it. Even Frankie.
That would be interesting.
Frankie?
No, the Godfather. They made a Godfather series.
They made one based on Michael Corleone's first wife.
Apollonia?
Yeah. The one I sent you. This one.
Okay. I don't remember that.
Is you don't remember this? I sent you on box price purple band.
Let me take a look. Okay. Okay.
So that I did. Now it's funny because I read on Half Wheel this is about that, but I also read somewhere else that could be about a different person. So they never come out and correct it. Frank Lucky Luciano. Okay. Oh, if they make one for Nucky Thompson, I will get it too. Did they make one for Breaking Bad?
I don't know.
Or if they make one for Mr. White, I will get it. What was that name? Guys, remind me, what was that name that he used? There's a different name. It wasn't Mr. White. Something else. He used a different name in the show. I didn't watch the entire show, but he used a different name in the show. What was that name? Wolverine needs a cigar? You know, it'll be super hard to use the Wolverine name. Marvel will probably sue the crap out of them. But yes. Well, it kind of is. Like the Wolfman is kind of the Wolverine, but they just can't use the word Wolverine. Because they will literally see Marvel in court. Wolverine needs a cigar. I mean, Iron Man gets a cigar, I'll get it. Tony Stark. He decided to make a cigar called Stark Industry. I'm done. That's it. I will be out there waiting in line. And you guys know I don't wait in line. But that one, I'll wait in line. Yeah, I can't think of it, like, you know. The other day, I think Rick's talking about the Nintendo cigar. That was pretty cool. I mean, if they re-release a Nintendo cigar, I'll probably try to get it. But famous person? All right. If Bill Clinton had a cigar, I would definitely buy it. Penguin from the Batman, sure. Even Batman cigar will, but I mean, they didn't. Okay, a lot of people call Murcielago the Batman cigar too. But Penguin from Batman, yeah, Penguin from Batman, that will complete the cycle. So yeah, Espinosa, Eric, if you listen to this, Penguin. Make a penguin. Bruce Wayne. How long before Batman become a public domain? How long before Batman becomes public domain so that people can use it? I think as soon as Mickey Mouse became public domain, somebody made a Mickey Mouse cigar or something like that. I think
Well,
one of the brand made it.
that shouldn't surprise anyone because Walt Disney was a big cigar smoker.
Well, they wouldn't allow it, but the fact that it became a public domain, people can actually use that specific idea. They didn't do it Winnie the Pooh though. Winnie the Pooh became public domain for a while. I don't see a Winnie the Pooh cigar yet. I'm surprised nobody used the 1001 Night story as a cigar, like Arabian Night kind of cigar. That would be pretty cool. Kryptonite cigar, yeah. Kryptonite was a CAO. Kryptonite is a CAO cigar. Two-Face, half the cigar has a lighter shade and the other half bold. And they have that too. They just didn't name it, right? Because you can do a... You know how cool would it be? What's that character that has a question mark? I can't think of the name right now.
The Joker, wasn't it?
No. From Batman. This guy wears clothes with question marks all over it.
The Riddler.
The Riddler. Wouldn't that be super cool to release the Riddler cigar as a Candela?
I can see that.
The band just had to have a question mark. That's all you need, and call it Riddler. Question mark on it. Candela cigar. I will go crazy buying that box. That would be pretty cool. And I'll most likely buy any cigar that has dog on it. If they came out with a series of like cigar that's named after dogs, I'll probably buy all of them. Poison Ivy. And have the Riddler on the band. They did have the female Joker, right? The Viva series. The female Joker. So they have that. Famous. I can't think of anything else that's really, really famous that I would chase. Other than like, fictional characters. Because they are fictional characters, right? Like Rambo. If Rambo had a cigar, I'd probably smoke it. If they make a cigar for Bruce Willis, I will smoke it. If they make a cigar for Aladdin, Genie, like Robin Williams, I will smoke it. Frank Sinatra will be a perfect one to make. You'll smoke a Frank Sinatra and you will drink a Jack Daniel Frank Sinatra. Oh
yeah, the Jack Daniel Sinatra. Yeah,
that would be nice. Didn't they release an Elvis cigar that I couldn't find it yet? I have not found that cigar yet. Elvis cigar. They make a cigar for Elvis. That I might go find one or two stick. I don't know if I'll buy a box of it. Because I know it's got to be gimmicky. What other cigars? And you can literally name the cigar with any Japanese name. I'll go get it. Any Japanese name, I'll go get it. Any religious stuff, like Asian religion stuff, I will get it. But you gotta do it right. Like if you gotta do it, you gotta do it right. Make sure that the name's correct, the design's correct, then I'll get it. Like you gotta do a Buddha. Make sure the Buddha's correct. Oh my god. Dragon Ball have a cigar. Forget about it. It's done. That was so sell out even to people that doesn't smoke cigars. Sherlock Holmes. I feel like Sherlock Holmes had a cigar. It's called Trichinopoly. Trichinopoly. Is closely associated with Sherlock Holmes. Jack the Ripper had a cigar. Jack the Ripper had a cigar. Jack the Ripper had a cigar called the Ripper. Released in 2023 by Martinez. Called the Ripper. The cigar is called J. London Ripper. J. London Ripper. Hannibal Lecter. I feel like there is one too. AJ Fernandez, Rosa de Guadalupe. Is based on Hannibal Lecter. Is it? I don't know. Or is there somebody named that? Dahmer? Like Jeffrey Dahmer? I don't think there is one. Jeffrey Dahmer, I think that... I don't know. Would I seek that one out? Maybe.
I don't know. Some of those cigars might have a bad connotation with it. I don't know if I would seek it out.
I just want to taste and see like what they know. Like if they want to name the cigar to a certain name, what they were thinking making the cigar, what the blend would be. You know, that would be very interesting for me. You know, if they want to name the cigar like Zodiac and just put some like riddle on it, that'll be pretty cool too. You do the whole series like Zodiac, Enigma, you know, all that stuff. JFK, if they release, I think they did release a cigar based on JFK, no? No, only the H. Almond Petit Corona is based on it because he smoked that. The Petit. I don't think they named it afterward. It'll be pretty hard to name after president too. Bonnie and Clyde. I think there is a cigar for Bonnie and Clyde. Renegade Cigar has it. We'll see. Yeah, it's called Bonnie and Clyde. I don't know what Murder Inc. is.
Murder Inc.
Yeah. I don't know what Murder Inc. would be. Let me look it up. Murder Inc. Oh, okay, it's a mafia group. Wow, you can have a mafia that's incorporated. That's pretty cool. Okay. I guess that will be cool. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. So yeah, I mean this I think there's a million ideas of cigar names, so for sure. Al Capone's Hitman Crew. That's Murder Inc. Says Murder Inc. was composed of both Jewish American and Italian American mobs, gangsters. It did not say anything had to do with Al Capone, though. Organized crime activity from 1929 to 1941 acted as enforcement arm of the National Crime Syndicate. Didn't say anything about Al Capone. I don't know much about Al Capone, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, there is quite a bit of cigar that I will go crazy at finding it, seeking it out. But just like which brand would use that, right? Which brand would use that kind of negative annotation that you would relate to the name? Oh, for guys, that's kind of cool, right? For guys, even though those are negative thing, there is a cigar called Yakuza. There is a cigar named Yakuza. In fact, I have it somewhere. But I think for guys, that's like all the mobster murder stuff. To us, it's cool, and I think we'll seek it out. I don't know about Val, but I know I would. And Val will probably seek it out after you tell him that was a good cigar. He only cares about whether or not the cigar is good. The name itself is just a name, right? But like, I like the design. I like the idea. Like, can you imagine you sit down like having a brainstorming session like now? It's like, hey, let's name a cigar after some syndicate, and all that name came out, and you and finally you choose one, right? So like, let's say if we're gonna make a cigar called Yakuza, what blend would it be? Would it be bold? Would it be spicy? Or would it be like, you know what? I'm just gonna mess with it. I'm gonna make a super sweet cigar. You know what I'm saying? You try to match it with the character that you're trying to put for the name of the cigar.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking that underworld theme, it's got to be a bold cigar. It's gotta have spice to it, definitely. Right?
But what if you wanted to like, I wanted to like look undercover. So like, this guy looked normal, but it's spicy inside or something. Or like this cigar might look dark and bold, but it turns out to be like light. You know what I'm saying? But you'll have that brainstorming session. Oh my God. All right, Tiberius, you need to see a doctor. That's crazy purchase. Oh my God. Pinky Blinder cigar. That would be pretty cool. Pinky Blinder is almost like a very silent guy, right? So what kind of cigar would it be, I would think that it's got to be like an angry cigar, but you look very harmless. You look like a Connecticut, but like it's got to be super, super bold. Right? So like, it's... Okay, which one? Okay, last few minutes. Okay, we'll just get over a few minutes, okay? Which one you guys think should come first? The name and concept of the cigar or the blend first?
It's got to be the name and the concept, because then you got to put the blend after that name.
So you wouldn't be like, oh, this blend is good, let's just put a name on it.
No, I think you got to have the name as the conception, and then, okay, what can we blend that's gonna match up with the name of this cigar?
What do you guys think, people in the chat? should we come up like should people come up with the cigar first or the name first before they? Okay, so if you come on a name, find a cigar that will fit, or blend a cigar that will fit, or you do the opposite. You have the cigar first. So when you say you pick your shoe first, the outfit will follow. So you think that you should pick the cigar first. So the cigar will be blended first, and you'll find a name that fits.
Oh no, you never pick the shoes first. You pick the outfit first, and then you match the shoes to the outfit.
Not for shoe collectors. Shoe collectors, the outfit had to fit the shoes because the shoe only looks a certain way. Like if I want to wear purple shoes today, what purple shoes it is? Because like I can't find not all the clothes gonna fit purple shoes. I had to choose shoes.
No,
No?
no, no, because then you're limiting yourself of what you can wear that shoe with.
Right, because that shoes that have limitations. So you find the one with limitation first, because once you put a shirt on, you automatically disqualify a lot of shoes. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People who watch this afterward, let me know what should come first. Should you have the blend first, or should you have the name first? All right.
Gotta have the name. Gotta have the name first. Gotta have the name. I think you gotta have the name.
We'll have the vote. If anybody comment on it, we'll see which one they choose. All right. Blend first, name first. Which one? Okay. So that will be it for today. Easy Level 3. We'll end here. Next Wednesday, even though it's slightly past St. Patty's Day, I think that will be. At least St. Patty's is on Monday.
No, it's the 17th. Patty's is the 17th, right?
Let me see.
What's today? Today's the 14th.
Tuesday, yeah. So it will pass Tuesday because our show's on Wednesday, but we'll smoke a green cigar on Wednesday. So bring your green cigar on Wednesday. We'll smoke a green cigar. All right. So that will be it for today. I will see you guys next Wednesday. Bring a green cigar. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining.